And that was all a very interesting period then. All that was interesting, the Cayenne time.
Yeah.
Because so many of the guys who played with me afterwards, I found them in Cayenne.
Yeah.
I found Steve Waterman,
Yeah.
who's playing with me till this day
Yeah.
in Cayenne. Also, I found, to my great sadness, Roy Davies, my pianist, who died at 44 of cancer. And then there was, can't think of his, Chambers. His second name was Chambers. Played congas. John Chambers, I think, played congas.
Right.
He was another great friend. And sadly, it sadly was, I don't know how it happened. It was always, and Robert and I used to pass each other gigs, and I remember when Robert was working for the same guy I was just talking about, Brian Cable.
Yeah.
Robert was working for him in the office at that time.
Right.
And he booked me into Ronnie's to support Nina Simone.
Right.
And we did, and that was a band that doesn't exist anymore. That was a band I had called Jazz Turbo. And
Well, you started the band. Just to support Nina Simone.
yeah,
Yeah.
because Cayenne was supposed to do it.
Right.
And they couldn't do it for some reason at the last minute or something. He called me, he said, "Can you do this for?" I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem. Great honor, you know."
Yeah.
And that, I remember that would be 1984. Pretty sure it was 1984.
Yeah.
So,
So Cayenne started in '79.
be about right.
About 1979.
I remember them supporting Tito
Right.
at the Barbican.
Right.
I was there at the I didn't play, I was at the concert that night. Because my eldest daughter married the trombone player who was in the band at that time.
Another story.
That's what I say, I never know where the hell you start.
I know.
Because, and then you get sidetracked onto another story.
What were you saying about the Jazz Cafe? How that started?
Okay. This guy, John, whatever his name was, I remember, I'll fill that gap in. He had the place in Stokely.
Right.
It's a tiny little place.
Right.
And we had like pretty good people there, you know, given the size of it, you know. And this guy did really well because he was a purist, you know. He didn't mess around with, it was jazz. It wasn't some kind of maybe it's jazz. It was real jazz.
Right.
And like I say, I was playing drums mostly at that time. And then, maybe it was just his idea, I don't know about that. He said open a bigger jazz cafe. So, what we have here was that. But sadly, I agreed with him all the way.
Right.
But sadly, it was, for this town, it was too pure, you know what I mean? It was just jazz, and he brought in the best people. You know, he brought in people like Tony Williams, and,
Right.
you know.
Right.
I mean, Tony would cross the borders between jazz and rock, but he brought wonderful people, real jazz people.
From the States as well?
Yeah, all from the States. All from the States. I think he just went down the drain.
Right.
Because the next thing, the place was bought,
Yeah.
and then I started playing there for the new people who
Right.
bought the place. And we launched our second big band album there, Ache,
King Salsa.
King Salsa. We launched that at the Jazz Cafe. We had the record launch there.
Right.
Cindy Hacker was at that time our manager.
Uh-huh.
And I played there on numerous occasions.
Right.
We had a funny kind of gig there. We used to do regularly on, I think it was Christmas Day or something, a weird day. Christmas Day or Boxing Day, on the lunchtime. Every year we did it. And of course, when Adrian Gibson came in,
Yeah.
it went even higher. It was even better. He was great, you know.